And we know that the Dulles Corridor region is a leading region in a number of industries, from telecommunications to internet and government contracting as well. And now representing one of the largest government contracting companies in our area is the Vice President of Human Resources from Northrop Grumman, Mr. Robert Waters.
Good morning. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Would like to thank all of the sponsors and everyone's here to support this initiative. On behalf of all of the companies that line the Dulles Corridor and the thousands of employees that come to work for all of these companies every day, I would like to make a plea to see that we follow through on this very important initiative. My job as Sector Vice President of Human Resources for Northrop Grumman Mission Systems is to ensure that we get the best talent we can, ensure that that talent is productive, and that there is a high quality of life for that workforce so that we can do the best we can to support our customer. In our case, our customer in the work that we do is to defend our nation's security interests and those of our allies around the world. Every day we have employees, and we have over 12,000 employees in Northern Virginia. And in the greater Washington metropolitan area, over 15,000 employees. We have employees coming from all directions to try and get to work every day to go to customer sites. We care about the ability to get the best talent into this area, and when we look at locations where we want to staff up, when we want a big program, we certainly take that into consideration. I came to this area with a predecessor company in Northrop Grumman called BDM International, and we built a building out here near the Reston Town Center in the mid-90s. One of the reasons we picked this location was because of the proposed Dulles Rail that was going to be coming out here. Beyond that, we knew it would allow us to attract talent, not only from out in the suburbs. We wanted to be able to attract talent from Washington, D.C. We want to have the best opportunities for our employees from a quality of life perspective to be able to get to work, to be able to get home. Most of our employees today are dual income families. They are spending a lot of time on the road. Someone mentioned health care. And certainly we care about the health of our employees, and that happens to be the #1 cost for companies like Northrop Grumman operating here and around the country. We want to make sure that our employees have a very, very good, high quality of life. And we want to do whatever we can to ensure that we can get the best and brightest talent into the Northern Virginia region. And we thank you very much for your support.
I'll say one last thing before we move on to Q&A. Those of us that are on this stage and those of us that are in the audience, we feel extremely fortunate to be able to have our companies based here in Northern Virginia. Northern Virginia is a wonderful place to live, work, and raise a family. We want to continue to keep a great community for us here, not only for today, but also looking into the future. Our children, our grandchildren should be able to continue to benefit from the wonderful place that Northern Virginia is for all of our companies, all of our neighbors. And this project is essential in making that happen, in keeping this a wonderful place to live, work, and raise a family. So with that, we'll start our Q&A session. I'll ask Marion Myers, who was the past chair of the Greater Reston Chamber of Commerce, and Tony Howard, the president of the Loudoun County Chamber of Commerce, to step forth to help us with that process. Thank you.
Thank you. We will take questions. I ask that you identify yourself and who you would like to speak with, or if it's a general question, let us know. Anybody? Yes.
Tom Ransack in the Washington Times. Everyone's talked about how important this project is. What is the plan of action now by your organization to get something more to occur than just talk about how important it is?
Well, it seems as if the federal government has stated that there's a decision pending and that that decision may not be favorable, but since it has not become official, it is our desire to rally a lot of support. We haven't got a chance to talk about the online petition just yet, but there is an initiative to get the businesses and residents of Northern Virginia to exercise their First Amendment rights to petition their elected officials in Washington to make certain that the correct decision is made on this matter. So, you know, as Yogi Berra said, it ain't over till it's over, and since it is not, we are looking to exert as much productive pressure as possible to make certain that right decision is made.
Anyone else?
Adam Tuss from WTOP. Can you talk a little bit more about that petition? You know, what you hope to get and how many people you hope to sign up and just some of the more specifics about it.
You have-
Sure. No, we've got a number of folks, we'll have to go back and check the numbers for you, but DullasMetroRailNow.org is a place where folks can go online, sign up their support, they can find information. All of our chambers also have information on our website for those folks that want to get some additional details on what the project is about, what the scope is, what the impact is. So we want to be able to demonstrate to the administration that there is broad-based support, not only from the private sector community, but also from the public at large on making this project move forward. And again, to reiterate to the first question, we're going to be here. We're going to, as the private sector, we are here and committed to rolling up our sleeves and working with the administration jointly, cooperatively, to be able to find solutions and resolution to be able to help move this project forward.
Thank you, Danny. That's on Dulles Metro Rail Now, DullasMetroRailNow.org. Sign up, I did it yesterday, it's easy. Anyone else? Yes.
Lonnie Taylor, Fairfax Times. You said you want to influence your elected officials. Do you have a perception that your legislative representatives aren't doing enough to do this, that they need influencing, or are you just shooting at the president?
We are supporting them. We feel that they are definitely on this project. They have our full support, and we are working with them to help work with the people. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I guess.
Yes.
The Korak Connection newspaper. Were you aware last summer that the FTA and the Department of Transportation had really lambasted this entire project, page after page? So why isn't this meeting last summer? Because the people who ran the project didn't change a thing. The letter that Simpson sends the governor is almost word for word with their Inspector General's criticism. But apparently, I mean, nobody in the public venue paid attention to the fact they didn't like this project from the get-go. And the second thing is, the Bush administration is against rapid transit, and they've said so, and that's why they picked Miss Peters. So I'm interested, who in this group was on top of this thing, finding out that you were in danger for almost a year?
Excellent question. I think we were working with the information provided for us. We were getting assurances from our elected officials, and we were getting assurance from the project managers that we were moving forward. I think I can speak for all of us that we were informed to a point, but absolutely shocked to find out that this was as far a peril as it is. So it's not a matter of not paying attention, but we thought we were doing the right thing. Yes.
Just to help answer that question, Patty Nixon's here. She's the president of the Dulles Corridor Rail Association. She has set up this